Coogan Cassius, IFL TV in association with Mackenzie and Marbella. We're in Birmingham here today for the announcement of the Resurrection Show May 9th here in Birmingham, headlined by Frankie Gavin. New signing for Matchroom. First of all, how are you?
I'm good, yeah. Sounds good, that, doesn't it?
What's
headlining in Birmingham.
Headlining in Birmingham, good. Absolutely. First of all, obviously your deal with Queensbury Frank Warren Promotions come to an end, so this was the next move for you in your eyes?
Yeah, most definitely, yeah. Just come to the end, really. I was there for 6 years and we had a good relationship, but in the end I felt like I was going a bit stale. I was getting a bit forgotten. Obviously, I know I lost the one fight, but obviously people lose in boxing, it's not the end. And it felt like nothing else was happening, really. I was just staying around British level. Spoke to Eddie and he offered me things that I weren't getting offered there. Like the Birmingham fight, got told I weren't going to fight in Birmingham this year. And that's a big thing, and it means a lot to me to fight in Birmingham in front of my fans. Now I've got the chance to do it, not alone, just do it on a headline now.
I mean, you spent, like I said, you turned professional with Frank Warren and spent, like I said, that 6 years. So some credit must go there for the way your career has progressed to now, but it's time for a change in your eyes. But there was no bad feeling with leaving Frank Warren in Queensbury?
No, it was an amicable split. Obviously, I didn't try and get out of a contract. Didn't try and get any loopholes out of it, which maybe I could have, but I just seen out my contract, I honoured my contract, because when I signed it I knew that's what I was going to do. And at the end of the day it ended, I got a better offer and I took it. Obviously I wish Frank all the best with his fighters and BoxNation. Now I'm with Sky and Matchroom and hopefully I can do bigger things and better things.
Moving forward now, obviously we're at the start of 2015, Eddie Hearn said that you're part of a 5-fight deal that he's got obviously planned for you. 2 fights already mapped out, one in Sheffield and obviously here in Birmingham May the 9th, so that must be great that you've got them 2 dates lined up and you know not who you'll be fighting yet but when you'll be fighting.
Yeah, I've got a few names as well, so hopefully we'll be able to announce them soon. But obviously yeah, I've got 2 dates, got something planned. And we've been told more than likely October Birmingham again. And then hopefully it won't be just a 4-fight deal, hopefully it can become a 4-year deal. Who knows, as long as I'm performing and doing well and getting the chances, hopefully I'll be here for a long time.
Eddie Hearn obviously has a world champion welterweight in his stable already, and listen, this has been talked about before, you and Kell Brook, but how far, considering after the defeat you had to Bundu, how far are you away from the Kell Brooks, or Kell Brook himself, should we say?
With ratings, the IBF have got me number 5, and really that's number 4 because they've got me number 2. So with ratings wise, I'm not that far. Obviously, this has been spoke about with me and Eddie. My profile's not big enough for that fight yet, and obviously, because like I said, not a lot of people have been watching me as much, and now it's the time to get my profile up, get smiling again, get happy, get winning, and looking good again. And then hopefully 2-3 fights down the line, I'll be IBF 1 or 2, and that's the fight I want then, Kell Brook.
Really? Is that obviously that's the plan, because the other 2 champions in the weight are Mayweather Pacquiao, but I'm just saying Kell Brook is, especially being in the same stable, if you keep winning, you'll put yourself in a position where, especially if you get yourself into a mandatory position, being 5th with the IBF, that no one can ignore if you put yourself in that mandatory position.
If I get that, I believe now I beat Jojo Dan definitely now. If I would have got offered that fight on March against Jojo Dan, I would have took it. Likewise, I would have took the Kell Brook fight on there. Obviously, my last few performances ain't good, so I've got to get winning good, get looking good again, get everyone talking about me again. Then hopefully the world title shot will come.
Has the Bundu defeat dented your confidence in any way?
No, not at all. No, if anything, it showed me I can fight. It showed me I can take digs and get back up, because I weren't really getting hit before. So now I took some big shots, got up, and I thought it was a split decision loss, which could have went my way. It's one of them things. It never, and I had to rebuild, and hopefully I'll be fighting good fighters now and getting back up there and getting known, getting talked about at world level, not just British level.
Obviously, last time out you was fighting at the EXO against Bradley Skeet. How did you assess that performance now? We didn't catch up with you after that fight.
He weren't very good, to be fair, but I was trying to make a fight. I was pressed the whole time. He was on the back foot, his own corner, telling him to come forward, come and fight a bit, and he just didn't. So there's no way I lost the fight, but obviously I could have looked better. And if he would have come forward, I would have looked a lot better. But he never. So I got the win, and now I'm moving on from the domestic scene. Unless obviously I'm not going to vacate just yet. But unless something big comes along and big money offer comes along, then you never know, I could be defending again. But at the moment, I'm looking at the European and then the world level.
Obviously, there's another welterweight at Matchroom, Sam Eggington, who's sort of where you're sort of chasing the Kell Brooks. He's sort of chasing you. So, but you're saying you're moving off that sort of level.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, if Eddie comes with something to the table and says, "Listen, made a knife, you and Eggington," I'll do it. It's not one of them things that I would have been more up for that fight because it's a Birmingham, it's a rivalry. Of course, I would, but I'm not like being disrespectful. I think there's a big difference in levels between me and Skeet. Between me and Eggington, sorry, gets hit a lot more than me. I think he needs to prove. I know he beat Fasal. That was a shadow of the Fasal who I beat, and I think most people agree with that. But I think with a big difference in levels, he comes forward, he gets hit a lot, and I think his style suits me. But I spoke with Eddie. Who knows? I might fake out one of the titles for him for Made a Knife.
How big is this for Birmingham? That boxing like this has come back. You, Macklin, the FIs, Eggington. How big is that?
It's massive. It's obviously because there was no boxing in Birmingham really. When was the last one? I can't remember myself. I know there's a few little shows, and fair play for John Pegg for doing them. At least it's still keeping it alive. But I think this is going to be massive for Birmingham, just like Kell Brook is for Sheffield, like Joshua is for London, Hull is for Hull. I mean Campbell is for Hull. Sorry, and I think this is brilliant for boxing. Brilliant.
So, fun time, Frankie. We'll see a little bit more of the fun time.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to be back.
I forgot that's your nickname. Do you know what? Because you look like miserable bastard sometimes, don't you? You know you do. But I forgot that was your name, Fun Time, Frankie.
So get me back happy, get me buzzing. I'll be well up from, and you'll see a different Frankie, definitely.
And you're obviously fighting in Birmingham, where you're from. That's in the headlining shows, which is obviously one of the plans in your career.
That's one of the things you thrive for, fighting in front of your home crowd, in your own city, and hopefully for big titles, and that's going to make Frankie Gavin be back to the best Frankie Gavin, definitely.
All right. Hearn Brook, who wins quickly?
You know, I went through him the other week and I said Hearn. I thought he'd win. I change my mind all the time. There's a massive difference in punch power. Big, and Brook's a lot bigger, I think. If Brook lets Hearn set the pace, he loses. If Brook sets the pace and hits him hard, he wins. It depends who turns up, who does what they want to do. But it is a real 50-50 fight.
Let's hope it gets made one day. Frankie, listen, thanks for talking to iFull TV. Add your name to the list, mate. Yeah. Just keep winning and keep doing your thing, and I said it will present itself at some point.
Hopefully, that's the plan.
Right, Frankie Gavin, thanks for talking to iFull TV, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Thanks, Coogan.
Thanks
Cheers,
a lot, mate.
Thanks.
Cheers.